Ooh, getting shoved around here. Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to play some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We have just... Sorry? Okay, he's going to bed. Alright, fair enough, we'll leave. But we've just spoken to John of Liechtenstein, who, you know, we had a good catch-up with. I don't really remember him from the previous game. I think they obviously did meet in the previous game, but it's been quite a few years since I played the first game, so that's perhaps not too surprising. But we're in the basement of their little tavern thing in the Jewish quarter, I think. So, just trying to find my way out now, to be honest. Okay, well, I'm out. Tov...
I'm telling you, Conrad's going to win.
That's a weird name. Tov Hoir.
And I'm telling you, he doesn't stand a chance.
Conrad wins every
Is that
time.
just
look at him. He could cut you in half without even pulling his sword from the scabbard.
Does that just mean townsman or
True,
something? Maybe it does.
Not even Conrad would dare stand against
Probably a generic term. I've not heard that before, but it seems to be.
He could cut you in half without even
Alright, so let's leave their little enclave. They're not that happy for me to be there anyway. And let's have a look at the map. So there's a quest there. I don't know what that could be actually, so I might go check that out. It is the middle of the night though. It might be an idea just for us to go and rest up, honestly. That's the tournament, I think. Which is still a few days away, as far as I can tell. A couple of things to do in the Thieves Guild, perhaps. Let's check our journal for stuff that I've already got on the books. Yeah, so we're waiting for tournament day. Go to Rutard Palace. Oh yeah, that's the main quest thing. So I'm not desperate to leap straight into that. I'd like to do this one. I don't know where the sort of the gallows is though. Gallows outside the city. I mean, I could just do like a circuit of the city, I suppose, unless it's sort of obvious from this map. But outside the city is a little bit of a nebulous term. Does it mean like literally outside the city gates or anywhere on the map? Because that is technically outside the city. See anything that's obviously like a gallows. Ah, there it is. There it is. So what's the best way to get there then? There is that hole in the wall here. I might be able to just get through there potentially. Or maybe better to... it's quite far. This gate then, isn't it? Yeah, so I might even fast travel there now. Our levels are pretty good. Energy and tiredness. Well, they're the same thing, aren't they? Although, yeah... I guess, did I... they've deselected some of his stuff, so... What I forget what he was wearing now. That... I think I had that. That's probably because they put the hood on him, I guess. Otherwise, it's probably okay. But I might get into sort of a... Well, let's go armoured. Until I know there's a reason not that might be unnecessary. Yeah, food is okay, energy is okay, so that's fine for now. I'm just going to get out of this gate and then I'll summon pebbles. I don't think I've been this way before. I'll just run over and see if I can get in that building. Hey, Matt. Notice quite a lot of people complaining.
I have to go back.
Really? Oh, is this like literally the edge of the map? Okay. Fair dues, fair dues. I was going to see if I could get in that doorway, but Henry doesn't want to go there. About the sort of speed nerf to pebbles. I think that's the gallows right there. I don't think I need to ride there particularly. Because she used to have, like, when you get the good old pebbles perk, apparently she used to have a speed rating of like 54, but that got nerfed to like 35 or something, which is quite severe. Apparently all the horses are a lot slower than they used to be, which is a little strange. I don't know quite why they did that. They might change that back. As I'm filming this, there's talk that they're going to patch the big patch, because Quite a few people are having quite a few problems with it, apparently. But at this point of filming, that hasn't happened. So we're looking for a guy who's been strung up. It's probably you then. Angel. Gold badge. Okay, I'll take that. I'm not really playing a lot of dice at the moment. At some point I might just sell the badges to make a buck, but we'll just drop off there. I think I hurt myself. Okay, so let's have a look at this map of the underground then. Find the stolen items in the underground hideout. Where do I think that might be? Oh, is the circle the hideout perhaps? It's quite near the scribe's place actually. This smuggler's map, what was that about? Okay, so so there's Kuttenberg, road to Grund. I might be able to see that on my map actually. Lots of quests out there still. Okay, so Grund is up there, but I think... Yeah, I don't think I've got it uncovered in Faughleroy. I think it's out here somewhere, that smuggler's map thing. I'll try to remember that. God, there's so many there's so many quests to take. Okay, what's this one? I don't know. But yeah, what I wanted to see is if that underground hideout is actually marked on the map. It doesn't look like it is. So there's the scribe's yeah, so maybe I have to get in there? Because I reckon that's probably sealed off, right? Like the smuggler's hideout was. I think Henry's marked on some of these entrances to the underground. Which I can kind of get into from more or less any shop. It's kind of daytime now, so shops might be opening up a little bit. I'll check out... I'm expecting that to be where I should emerge rather than where I should enter the underground from. But I'm going to check it out anyway, just in case my assumption is incorrect. I could pretty much get into the underground pretty easily from any shop, I think. Wouldn't mind washing to get a bit of HP back. It's around here, I think. Is it just up? Yeah, so it's in... If I can get in here somewhere, I think it's where I'm just supposed to end up. Sometimes my suppositions are wrong, so... It's definitely the bit that was circled, anyway. Or is it? Is Pebbles? Pebbles, what are you doing? What are you doing here, Pebbles? Weird. So it looks like I am entering the underground here. Okay, well I'm glad I checked. Is it worth having a nose around these buildings as well? Well, I think I should probably get into my sneaky outfit at this point. Thinking this might just be derelict. Derelict. Maybe not. This might be where that dude lived, the one who got hanged. Ooh, cobweb. There's a letter. Are these notes anything valuable? Doesn't seem to be. We've got a nest. Can I check out the nest now? Alright, yeah, I'm going to assume this is where that guy was living. So even though it's a private area, he's not really much of an issue anymore. There's like a little outbuilding here. Actually, it's boarded up. Okay, so, yeah. I'm going to have another look at the map, because I can get into the underground here easily enough, but where am I headed for? Oh, God. Let me go and stand in the daylight a bit so I can actually read the map. So, okay, so there's the... Oh, no, actually, no, I'm incorrect. We're top right, where that burned out building is, so I do want to head, like... I think we are heading for the circled thing, so I want to go down to the underground and then kind of head south as far as I can and then hang a left. Okay, well, we'll aim to do that. We'll see what the light level's like down there to begin with. I might take a Nighthawk potion if I'm having trouble seeing. But I could probably just have my torch out because I'm not really down here to steal stuff. Okay, so we want to go this way, don't we? As far as we can. It's not anything. Should be this way. Oh no, we're heading south still. Oh. Well, south is good, I think. Or we don't need to climb. Now this way. Did I get it? Oh, we got it. Nastralabe and Livre du Ciel et do something. Cool. Okay, well that's done. I'm not going to hang around in the underground. I mean, it's a good way to break into all the shops and rob everyone, but A, it's daytime, and B, I don't really want to do that. I got the money to kind of do what I want to do at the moment, so... Not too concerned. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. It could be a useful map just to have as well, though. Now, I didn't sort of get what I was expecting to get, which is tying into that note I found at the fountain a while back. But I guess that could change when I go and see the scribe, potentially. We're gonna go. We'll pop in on him now. I mean, it's getting towards the sort of time he should be up and around. So apparently, another bug that people have noticed from after this big patch is that a large number of NPCs stagger around as if they're drunk now. And I'd kind of noticed it before without kind of really, you know, taking it in so much, but it's definitely noticed. Now that it's one of those things that once you see, you can't unsee. So hoping they do fix that, unless everyone around here just is that drunk constantly. Which is probably not the case. Now the scribe is around here somewhere, isn't he? Oh, he's up there. He's not necessarily open now, but I guess we'll check. Yeah, he's still not open, so that's okay. I'm not going to break in just to talk to him. Where's Mutt? No, don't sick the pig. Did I do that?
Come here.
Give you some
Here you
break.
go.
You
Take
can
it.
have... That's some smoked beef. Actually, I've got a bit of meat to smoke myself, though I noticed there was a smoker around here. At the smokehouse there, which is where that quest is, so maybe I'll go and check that out now. It was right up where I just was, so it's a bit of a waste of time, but... Hey, you live and learn, right? I don't always do everything in a logical order. In fact, rarely. I would use the word rarely to describe how often I do things in a logical order. I'm not even sure I could get through here, it just looked like I could. Yeah. Well, ah. Underfoot.
Excuse me.
So is this where... No, I want to go along a bit more.
Greetings, sir.
It's here, I think, and this is where the smokehouse is too. I'm just going to smoke that food I found. I should take a screenshot of Henry dealing with the smokehouse. Very nice.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Alright. Okay, so that's done, but where's the quest person? Maybe it's... Oh, it's Foreman Vlach. He's probably not going to talk to me now.
So how's the mine, Vlad?
God be with you, kiddo. Ah, there's a bit of fash.
Oh yeah, okay.
Careful.
Never mind then. I didn't realise that was you. Oh well. Get around those guys. Okay, what else have we got nearby that might be worth popping into? That's about it for quests here. Let's run back round to the scribe and it's over here. Private area.
What's that?
Just passing through. Okay, let's check the scribe, I guess. Ah, he's open now.
God bless you, sir.
Didn't sneeze. There you are.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Show me your wares.
Are you not... What? Are you not the one I'm giving stuff back to? I don't need those things. I might sell some of this stuff I've got here then. What's he got? He's got 400. That's not too bad. Anything I've not read. Keep. I've already sold my other books. That'll do. We'll haggle it up a little. It might get
Say
200.
something about that price.
Very well.
Maybe not as much as
Aye, you convinced me with that price.
Glad to be of help.
So where's... Oh, is he back here? What's going on? Is he outside? He's outside. Doing out here, mate?
You must be Master Schindel. They sent me from the baths.
Well, well, well. I reckon they want me to cease with those complaints, eh? But I shall not. I will go to the town council tomorrow to complain against those thieves again. And I shall continue to go there until I get the justice due to me.
Actually, I came to give you back the things that were stolen.
Really? You have my Erasmo and my astrolabe?
Right. I have some book and this astro thingy.
That's wonderful. You can't even imagine what a blow it would be for our civilization if something happened to Erasmo.
Oh, I get it. The fire in the Alexandria library is nothing compared to that.
Bah! That was full of Ptolemaic balderdash. We've come a long way since then. This obsession with antiquity is only holding us back. At any rate, I am immensely grateful to you. Of course, I shall reward you.
Thank you. But there was also this volume of strange verses.
Oh, yes. One of my students who's from Kuttenberg gave me that. I think it's some kind of riddle. You can keep it. I don't really have time to traipse around town and look for, well, whatever it was he was trying to convey.
What is that astrolabe, anyway?
A device. To put it simply, it's a kind of portable armillary sphere. It allows me to display the position of the stars if I know the time and place where I'm located. Or, on the contrary, I can determine the time using the visible sky.
Uh-huh. I see. So, that book by Erasmo, what's it about, actually?
It's an interesting thought. Erasmo postulates that if, despite the current theory, the firmament wasn't moving around the Earth, but rather the Earth around the celestial bodies, we would perceive this movement as an apparent movement of the celestial bodies in our sky.
Well, I must admit, you lost me a bit there.
Think nothing of it. The relative reciprocal movement of bodies is troublesome to a good many scholars.
Fine. I'll be going then.
Thank you. Till we meet again.
Alright, so I think it looks as if we've got the sort of riddle thing that I was expecting to get. So is that... It's probably the strange little verse one. On Vintner Street, there are two Marys torn on ground. The first is another is... Okay, so this would lead us to that note that I've already found. But the second note is what we found there. On the north wall, tops a bucket. It's a knight, pale von bucket, guarding the growing hops. So I do know what this is relating to now. So I was sort of looking up the quest to see what on earth it was about. And there is an archery range somewhere near the north wall. The only archery range I know is the one down here. Unless it's in there, perhaps. I can't see anything here, but maybe it does sort of imply it's around the north wall of the city. Too, let's just go here, Colin Gate, and I'm just going to walk around the city and see if we can find this shooting range.
You have a kind master, eh, Matt?
Well, a wise master, certainly. Well, another thing, is it inside or outside the city? I kind of assumed it was outside, but maybe it's inside. Maybe it's in, like, the moat. I might go down... Yeah, I might go down in the moat and have a look. Nothing over there, I don't think. But let's go round here. Barking at the sheep, I think. I'm not seeing anything resembling an archery range here. I'll double back and do like the path at the top after this. And I should probably do it inside, and then last of all visit the archery range, and maybe it means the northern wall of that. I don't know. I'm heading south now, so I think that's probably beyond what it would be referring to. Alright, let's go back around this way, maybe. I don't know, well... I might do it inside the city next. But that's probably more likely. Can I get round that way, though? Oh, synagogue's here. But yeah, I can't get around there.
But he drools all over himself. And he gets this
Did you see
feeling
the
that
hole
his
by the
time's nearly
craft
up.
gate?
Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time.
I don't feel like I'm sort of getting anywhere near the northern wall at the moment.
My respect.
Hey, what's the shame? What's the hold up?
Okay, well, let's start from here. Let's follow this round for a bit.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
This is up on the battlements. We're starting to head south now.
I'm sorry.
He's getting in his steps for the day. We're definitely heading south now. Yeah, quite a lot. I'm going to head over to this archery range and see if it's there, I think. If it's not there, I'll probably just look it up, because I don't want to turn it into a wild goose chase. So we're looking for basically a straw target with a bucket on its head. Doesn't seem to be here. I'll just have a look on the other side of that wall. And I'll probably just look it up because I'm not exactly clear where it is.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to look this up. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure at which point I unpaused, but basically I found Buckethead, in case I missed that out. He, if you go out of this gate, there's like a little sort of area between the inner and outer wall, and he's there. Got another one now that talks about a clock and a Garden of Eden. It seems to be... That's the clock. I think that means it's in the marketplace. We're looking for something to do with Eden and a Tree of Knowledge, which I think could apply to this, funnily enough. Just in case you didn't see the note already, it's... Right, a proper scholar is aware of time, grinding by day and by night in winter dark and summer bright. With his golden needle, Eden scratches at the sixth. You'll see then where the knowledge tree rises from the ground. There your virtues can be found. This is in sight of the clock just a bit. If the tents weren't here, I think this is Adam and Eve and the Tree of Knowledge, isn't it? So that seems to be suitable. Ah. Cubby. Okay. Let's have a look at this. The Imperial... Okay, a proper scholar honours the Imperial history. Majesty, sorry. The Imperial crown, without a doubt, cannot a bird's nest be. For everyone will wonder, what's this for Majesty? But when there's nowhere left to try, Birds must build their nests on high. Let it at least a kingfisher be. A sparrow is not what we want to see. Now that bathhouse was called the Kingfisher. The one with Betty that we helped. And where is that going to be marked on the map? If that's marked on the map. The Emperor Charles Tavern, though, that does imply majesty. Is the bathhouse not marked on the map? Can't remember where it was now. Oh, it's got. Oh, that's the Kingfisher. Okay, that's miles off. Got Saints. I think it might be this. Emperor Charles. There's a bird's. There is a nest there as well. It talked about birds nesting. I think it might be there. We're not that far from it. Let's go. Let's just jog over there. Quite like a little scavenger hunt. I think it's to the right, but I think we go ahead here a bit further first.
Tell me then, what did he give you for it?
Sure, I tell you when you dob me in. My respect.
That might be it.
Milk and cheese here. Fresh milk.
Now there is a bird's nest marked on the map. Is it? Is it the one that's way up there?
New wares.
I think I see something. Let's go and check it out.
I reckon I'll have a look first. Maybe
Need to get upstairs. Keep going up. It looked like it was right at the top. And now which is the front? Up there, isn't it? Right, well I'm inside now, so I could probably... I'll have to come into my outfit here, where I've actually got a bow. I think it fell outside. I'll have my arrow back, though. Alright. We better go check if that was what was needed. I remember thinking it's slightly weird that that bird's nest appeared on the map there. Because there aren't... It's not like there are loads around in the city. In fact, I don't think there's any others.
My respect. Got that? Or I'll end up in the
Here it
kingdom
is.
of heaven by myself.
Hey, it was right.
All right, I will, but I've got to go now. If my wife...
Look.
It's like deep shit.
The proper scholar knows his saints. St. George is struck with his deadly sword. The dragon writhes and spills its blood. But St. George is not done yet. Beneath his helm, he turns his head. He fixes his gaze towards the east, where there spawns another beast. This dragon, though, is set on stone. In its throat, to your aid, a window will come. Dragon. Stone dragon. East. St. George. Wasn't there... Well, I know there's a tavern called the All Saints Tavern. Is it not this one? East. Stone Dragon. Could be something to do with the church. Of course, it might just be... It just to say east. Could just head east from here and see where it gets us. There is this main street up here. Rather than just running off pell-mell.
Come and take
Thinking
your
there
pick.
might be a stone dragon outside the
Fine.
church, but there probably isn't.
Gather round. You won't believe
For a stone dragon or anything related to that kind of thing.
Hell on earth. Just a few days.
Come and take a gander. We've got it all.
Certainly.
Come and take your pick. Iron wares, knives, rivets, axes. Come and take your pick.
East still. No. Oh, I've just... That rather looks like... Can't really zoom in, but that looks rather like George fighting a dragon. That's east. What else does the letter say?
God be with you.
Where there spawns
You can
another
peace and we'll stay
beast. This
friends.
dragon, though, is set on stone. In its throat, dragon set on stone. To the east. In its throat. Did mention a window. I think it's this. Hey, I think this could be... I think that's the quest done. I think that's a couple of nice skill books there, actually. Cool. Well, that's the strange little notes done, anyway. A little obscure, but it wasn't too bad.
Come and take your pick.
Quick time checking the video. I think we can still do a bit more. So let's wait. So... Got poachers, wait for Kuttenberg tournament. I think we're going to go and just see what else there is, because I noticed there was... Must be people wandering about. Because I noticed there was a quest there. So it might be, that might be Catherine, you know. Hangman's Halter. That's where she's chilling out. Let's go check it out. I've got a bed there too. I can probably grab a bit of food off the stove there.
Excuse me.
You're well. You're fine.
Come and take your pick.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
I think that's it.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
I think it is Catherine. All right, Catherine, what have you got?
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. A real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
Tell me more.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up, tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
Okay, let's work through these.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
Alright, let's get a bit of food. I don't know where the kitchen is here. It might be upstairs, actually.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Would usually be there, I think. What happened here? I've been slaughtered. Out of the way. Ah. They're burning it. Probably it. Generally you get 3. Oh, we've got a bit more. Alright, how's Henry doing? 97. Well, that's probably leave it there, I guess. Right, well, let's go. This sounds like a rather intriguing quest. Let's go and see if we can find out a bit more about what happened to this poor girl, Alice. So I want to go to this cemetery, which is probably over here. So there's the gravedigger and the body. Okay, well, let's fast travel up to this gate so we're fairly close. And we'll go in and see what's what. Here. Are you the gravedigger? Oh, I thought I'd spoken to the gravedigger before. Oh, well, you're a gravedigger. Maybe you're not the gravedigger. I'm in the wrong place. as usual.
Look at me. I used to spend all day and night in the tavern, drinking away all my money.
That was fun. How do I get into this church? Oh. Yeah, I'm miles away, aren't I? Okay, probably best just to go back the way I came.
I'll give him a try.
What can I say?
My humble respects.
You silly dog.
I'll check out my perks as well. How many? I've got a few available. I've got a main level one as well. Warmonger. Towards the end of a fight, you gain +2 bonus on strength as you last for 6 game hours. Huh, that's not bad actually. As long as you don't kill anyone, your non-combat skills increase by 2. If you kill someone, you don't kill anyone for 12 game hours, maybe. At night, bonus on strength, agility, and vitality, and stealth. That's pretty good. I might go with that. Just getting like a maybe a cotton. I'll do that. It's quite a nice little bonus that just lasts half the game effectively. What do we got here? Craftsmanship. I mean, I'll take that. I do repair my own clothes, so why not? And then is there a combat one? Oh, heavy weapons went up. When you hit an enemy with a heavy weapon, their armor will count as 10 lower. Could be good. Every time you fully charge your attack, I don't really do a lot of that. Or 5% more damage. Yeah, I mean, we would use our heavy weapon to specifically to damage armor, so that seems okay. Alright, so that's probably where the body is. Yes. Let's talk to the gravedigger first, though, and see if we can get any relevant info about this.
The Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit.
Father?
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Improve my
I'd
rep?
like to atone for my sins before God, Father.
I'm tempted to banish you from the holy ground, blasphemous child. Your repentance must begin as soon as possible.
I'm probably okay. I don't want to make a pilgrimage.
Don't delay too long.
I think Henry's probably okay, but that's the gravedigger there, isn't it? So let's go talk to him quickly.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do.
They too will eventually fall silent.
They too will fall silent someday.
True that. What can I do for you?
I hear there was a murder here recently. Some young girl?
True. She's lying in the morgue. But who the hell are you? Another Gawker?
Another? Why would anybody come to look at her?
People ain't got no respect. As soon as news spread about what was done to her, folk are always turning up to have a gawk. So if you ain't one of them Gawkers, you must be one of them other types. Well, no, you can't shave her. No, no thumb for a souvenir.
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
Yeah, I mean, this one would seem to be the best.
I'm in service of the Lords of Lipa. I'm to find out who was responsible for this murder.
What do the Lords of Lipa care about a dead girl?
Truth be told, not much. But it's at the request of her master.
Ah, that makes more sense. At least someone is trying to sort this out. The others weren't so lucky. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
We got a serial killer.
Who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, how many are we talking about here?
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you?
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiffs no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses, so either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
God be with you, good sir.
Interesting. Okay, well, I think I did see someone in the morgue, so I think it might be that Barbara. Here we go. Let's talk to her first.
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice. Aye. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumiere.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely, but she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day, she just didn't come home. And then they found her. Like this.
What do you mean, like this?
You haven't seen her yet, have you?
I haven't.
Then don't. It's a horrible thing to see. She was such a pretty girl. She had such beautiful brown hair. And it didn't even leave that untouched.
What do you mean?
Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Okay, we're starting to get some clues here. Let's examine the body.
So, let's see what we have here. My God! Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look.
I guess move down the list.
Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he?
Good thinking, Henry.
These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands. And her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy? Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
Good thinking, Henry. Okay, let's have a quick look at what else we've got. So we've got the scene of the murder. Bohemia is right here. Whereas the murder happened quite a way away, I think. Was it over... where is the hole in the wall tavern? I don't think I actually know where that one is. Over there. Okay, so let's go see Lumir first, because he's literally right there. Might even travel back to that street. Is that Catherine? Oh. Hello?
Lumir?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion.
I actually do.
This should sober
what he
him
needs. Hair of the dog. Yeah, just one.
Here. Drink up. Better?
What? Who... What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumir from the rat house? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumir the madman.
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Kuttenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumir.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Let's go the scholarly route.
Because I'm not stupid, and I notice things. I've successfully solved a murder before.
Is that so? A murder investigation under your belt. And educated and observant, too.
Well, I said I'm not stupid. Not that I'm educated. I can read and write, too. Sometimes even count.
If only more people knew the difference. All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid, too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls, Stanya and Zdena.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty.
Well, we have an in with these guys, so they'll probably be more
if I want to
helpful
learn
with us.
anything more, I have to ask this Mole in the hole.
Yeah, he still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other 2 victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but She refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those 2 dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
All right. It seems I know everything I need to know. It seems there's some killer on the loose here. He murders brunette girls and disfigures their bodies. His first victim was apparently the maid Yarka. I'll go and question her guardian, Father Prokop. Another 2 possible victims of the same killer are Stanya and Zdena. They both hung around a dodgy tavern called the Hole in the Wall.
There has to be some hidden connection between these cases. I hope you'll find it, since I couldn't.
I hope so. Otherwise we won't have anything to go on.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Well, this is pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to diving in, but I think we'll probably leave it there for now. Let's have a quick look at the map, just to kind of see all these locations. So we've got the priest here. We've already spoken to him. He had a go at us. He was about to send us on a pilgrimage. There's the Hole in the Wall Tavern, which we know about. What about the crime scene? Why has that been blanked out now? Weird. Maybe it's just moved on because I spoke to this guy. I don't know. But we're going to talk to the priest. We're going to go up to the Hole in the Wall and find out a bit there. The thing is, I can't remember now where the crime scene was. It might have been around here. Around here. It was somewhere like that. There might not be anything there to see now anyway. But yeah, we'll do that next time we come back. We'll try and solve... try and catch a serial killer, which is pretty cool. Mark, what are you doing over there with that poor guy?
I went round to your garden the other day.
Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, if you could hit the like button, that'd be great. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game and series thus far, and anything else really, how your own playthroughs are going. And if you're watching this and still not subscribed to the channel, you can do that as well. That'd be amazing. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.